Hello and welcome back to the HyperX Esports Arena Las Vegas. We're diving right back into the 1v1 tournament. I am David Freak Turley, joined by Sam, Kobe, Hartman, Kensler. How you doing?
Great. Happy to be here, Freak. We're starting the other side of the bracket.
Yep.
So we get to see guys like Rookie in the 1v1s now. Current world champion. Everybody's looking forward to see what he'll do.
Decent player.
Yeah.
Speaking of decent players, BRTT facing off Doublelift will be the first one as well. Of course, still lots more players left in the running for the title of 1v1 champion, and we will see our remaining competitors in that round up right now. Of course, we saw some of this recently. Uzi had taken down G4, Diamond had taken down Broxa, Peanut and Racken going to be taking some battles off, Double Doge and Evie as well. You can see that Seiya and Bang had advanced early on as well. You're mentioning Rookie, got Westor facing off against Triple sometime as well. The ones that, of course, we're going to be looking at very, very soon is that Doublelift versus BRTT matchup with 7 more battles to go here today. It's going to be fun. And, of course, at the end of the day, we also then round out the top 16. So we're going to be eliminating 16 players today.
Yeah, I mean, everybody is looking forward to the first one that's coming up. Doublelift and BRTT. We remember at Worlds, there was this big meme that was created because BRTT took down Doublelift, and so he got spammed with all these tweets, BRTT greater than Doublelift, and it really got to him.
Yeah.
So now he gets a chance in a 1v1 scenario to actually try and redeem himself. BRTT is very confident that he will remain greater than Doublelift as he has for the past couple of years.
And I'm confident in that as well because I ran into Doublelift in the hall when I was coming over here to do the casting. I was like, hey, Doublelift, what are you going to play? And he's like, I don't know. And then, like, he stopped and turned around. He's like, no, seriously, I don't know what I'm going to play. I'm like, you're hung up on this. Okay. Well, good luck, Doublelift.
Yeah, I mean, all of the AD carries have really been flexing over here. We also had the interview with BRTT talking to Tyler One, saying he's also a better Draven than him.
Well, that's just true.
So, well, you have first-hand experience with one of those two.
Yeah, it wasn't that impressive.
Okay,
so, I mean,
enough to take down Freak, though.
Like, I have landed against Sneaky back when I was good enough to match against him in 2013. It was not close at all. That was the worst experience of my life playing against him and Lemon back in 2013. I played against Tyler One, almost won the game. Like, there's the difference. There's a really big difference.
But was that your team or was that you, Freak?
I mean, I held up. I held up. I did not hold up against Sneaky and Lemon.
All right, well, if Doublelift can figure out what champion he's going to play here, then I think it's going to be actually a very interesting matchup. We've seen multiple of these marksmen go against each other. All right, we're on to the Rift.
All right.
We figured out which champion it is. It has to be Nico because Nico, no other champion could cosplay Nico and make it look like a different champion.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Nico versus MF here for BRTT. And they are all marksman bands, as you can see.
Yeah, you can see the bands right up there. That Draven away from BRTT. Otherwise, yeah, removing a lot of Doublelift specials. Lucian, his pocket pick, quote unquote. That's going to be up there. So let's see.
Uzi already displayed how effective the Misfortune can be. Comet, Make It Rain, constant harassment coming out, and he was able to get a pretty convincing victory. But we did have a Nico 1v1 as well. With Maple and Arce, and we got to see a little bit of the extra tricks that you can come out with that one. You know, stealing away the health relic with the W.
That was great.
Was one of the big ones.
All right, so Devil's going to try to play out of lane out of range, and he gets another tag right there. So I think that's it's twice now he's been able to trigger mana flow ban, which is useful, and that's a meaningful poke. Keep in mind that any conventional bot lane marksman has less than 1 health per second regen as of mid-season, so poke on those champions means a lot. And with BRTT going Comet instead of something like Fleet, there's just not that much sustain available.
Yeah, if you push them off the minion wave and don't let them attack and make use of the Doran's lifesteal, then it really does stick pretty well. Doublelift here on the Nico. Let's review for people because she's only been out for a couple of days here, and you want to get those blooms for her Q on a champion. You'll get an extra one, but it would be much better to get it next to a dying minion so you can try and get triple blooms and have the maximum DPS come out. You can also see the snare coming through, throwing it through minions so you can try and get the speed up there and get the empowered route.
Yeah, I expect the E to be kind of the more landable ability. You'll get some Qs down for poke, but the combo you really, really care about. I think a lot of this is going to come down to push priority because the poke for both Misfortune and Nico is so long range. If you don't have to fight with minions anymore, it's very easy to throw your poke from sort of out of auto attack range while they're last hitting minions.
Are they running for the relic? Doublelift gets the snare.
That's going to be a lot of hits on Q as well. With it, oh, good barrier. Good barrier. Yeah.
That got flash and ignite from Doublelift. So Doublelift has a huge CS lead, though. If you keep checking the CS at top right now, he's doubled it for BRTT, who has a few more minions to try and scrape up at the tower, but he's so low health, he's got to watch out for the harassment.
Yep, out of potions, no biscuit right now. I think it's going to spawn in about 15 seconds if he's got that, but yeah, this is not the easiest road right now. There is summoner advantage though. So if there's a later all-in, BRTT has exhaust and Double has nothing.
Yeah, if they're close enough for it, both of these champions can have kill pressure from long distances if we're at these low health pools.
Yeah, I don't like exhaust for that reason. I know we talked about it a bit yesterday as well. There was a matchup where a lot of the spells were outside of exhaust range.
Yeah, heal barrier is the most defensive for the super long range.
Yep. And like Flash, if you need to dodge a Pop Blossom, like I could see it being relevant in this matchup on either side. And speaking of which, of course, Double will not have Flash for BRTT's ult. Yeah, Nico has W, like there are ways to kite away from it, but BRTT could have a really big game-changing ult in this game. He's not going to win on CS, he's down 20, and even if he gets all 5 here, it's probably an ungainable CS lead.
Yeah, we saw Uzi go for lethality. Try and get a serrated Dirk as early as possible, and that's what he's going to have to do. Go for the kill, trying to end it by taking down Doublelift rather than marching towards 100 CS.
Yep, and Doublelift kind of eyes this, right? It's boost of speed to get out of the ult and the E, and a cloth armor to try to survive. What's funny is it doesn't help make it rain, or yeah, make it rain at all, it's magic damage, but will help bullet time in the Q. So sends a clone forward to, I don't know, take a turret shot, but yeah, gets a Q there.
Yeah, he got the extra speed up so he could steal the relic and take away any sort of extra sustain for BRTT, because the minions ganging up on this cannon, I think that's enough ranged minions to actually get some momentum going his way.
Nice Q though. I believe he dodged common, but that's still pretty good damage there for BRTT. Nice root, and he's gonna get hit 2 hits of Q. All 3 actually, I think BRTT walked into it.
Yeah, last minion there died on the edge of it, so it got to bloom another time. And we're getting close to the level 6 for Doublelift as well. BRTT has access to his ultimate, but there it is.
Yeah, Doublelift cut it away pretty quickly and doesn't get too much damage there. We'll give a decent trade. This is good damage. Exhaust is on. This is the all-in. Pop Blossom will hit afterwards. He does knock out of this. All-in could be enough. The clone doesn't pull a shot. No, but the Q in the auto. And Doublelift gets revenge. He gets revenge.
Doublelift is bumped. That has been on his back for 3 years now,
I think. A while.
Since that took place, and he finally is able to get a little bit of revenge.
Okay, and hey, bringing out Nico as well. I know Double yesterday said he'd been taking a break. It's been 2 weeks since he played League when he was playing yesterday. So yeah, but shows up, plays new champion as well. Russ doesn't really show, and yeah, I mean, outplays BRTT. Honestly, that cloth armor was a pretty big deal. I think it helped him survive the matchup.
Yeah. You can see the strategy there from BRTT. He wanted to close the distance, use his summoner spell advantage with the exhaust, but if you get close enough for exhaust, then Doublelift is just wait it out and use his ultimate coming in. You get the shield, you get the stun, big damage. He is actually so hyped up after winning the 2v2 with Boy. He's on a roll here at All-Stars.
That's true. Double's been doing really, really well. That's awesome to see. Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's a lot of mechanics you can talk about, but we're pretty much ready to move on for the next matchup already. Going a bit quicker today. Plugo taking on Rookie.
This is the one I had my eyes on, Freak.
Yeah.
Because Rookie, for a long time, people have been saying, oh yeah, he's been playing in China a whole bunch. He's better than Faker, though, for multiple years. And he never got to prove it on the international stage until this year. 2018, he's a world champion mid laner, coming to All-Stars, and now he gets to enter in the 1v1 tournament to see what else he's got. Can he win with style? Is he going to go for the long range, Caitlyn trading style?
Yeah. And of course, for Plugo, went 0-4 at Worlds Play-In. Unfortunately, it's always a hard road for LATAM South. Like it's tough. Their teams haven't done too well, but he definitely can have a chance to make a name for himself. Again, we've seen a lot of these upsets in the 1v1s and 2-on-2s. We saw the Doublelift and Voyboy took down both Uzi and Faker in their road. So those upsets can happen, and I think having more Kings fall like Rookie dropping here, that'd be sick. And so Plugo on the Jace into Yasuo, that is spicy.
This is a fun matchup here. We've got both with Ignite. Rookie taking the flash as well, though, for some big outplays. If you flash a Shock Blast, an empowered Shock Blast, that is more health than you're going to get off of just the summoner heal.
All right, so area makes sense, and it's going to probably be mana flow banned as well, I assume. So That's a good start. Yeah, so very, very standard stuff here. This is like the default rune page for almost everyone.
Yeah, it's a regular Summoner's Rift laning.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. So that's pretty standard stuff, and he's going to, of course, have push priority. Yeah, I'm definitely watching for Shock Blast versus Wind Wall for how much Rookie feels like he can push the lane in, because I think he should lose priority early on, but yeah, that Flash versus the guaranteed power of Exhaust is going to be a tough one to watch for.
All right, Plugo on Jace, getting the push early here, is able to move up the minions, try and push Rookie in. He can deny him easy access to Q charges, you know, for the possibility of that knockup, as well as make him miss CS under turret. And that's the thing that we've seen get so many people an advantage in choosing how the late game goes with these 1v1s.
Yep. And of course, even though every pro already moves when they're not hitting minions, Rookie is moving to help charge the passive.
Uh-oh.
Try to get that shield back as soon as he can.
Missing some last hits.
Yeah, that's a little bit down. I mean, 8 of what would have been 12 CS is not ideal. So if Rookie gets 4, he matches. And that's not too bad. And there we go, the Q comes out. So yeah, this is still pretty close so far. Rookie's not taking too much damage. Going for a little bit of a trade there, doesn't get too much.
Passive shield is actually doing a lot of work for him.
Yeah. And as soon as Plugo runs out of mana, Rookie doesn't have to really care about this. That's really, really
He got it! Oh, and the knockup interrupt.
But look at the damage output there. The Rookie's almost dead. That could be a forced recall.
That was both summoners.
Health Relic. Plugo didn't track the Health Relic at all. That's actually huge for Rookie.
Oh my goodness. He's got Flash and Ignite advantage here. Plugo knows it. He's going to back off and go for the purchase. No, actually just the Relic heal.
Yeah. I mean, the mana pool is a really big deal. He dodged the knockup. If he had taken that top Relic from Rookie, though, Rookie has to recall. He can't play against like another 150 mana on the Jace. And he's going to try anyway, but this is big damage. Keep in mind, there's double summoner still up for Rookie. He's got the flash against the knockup. Rookie's going to walk away. He knows he has it.
That was clean.
That was quick. Wow.
And that is what we're expecting from him.
Yeah. That was all kinds of nice out of Rookie. That was beautiful. He's like, all right, here's the opening. Goes in, gets the flash ignite, gets the knockup, dashes away because he knows he's dead. That was nice. Yeah. I want to see that one again. Rookie's really good at League of Legends.
Again, it's a lot of it was about the setup too. The last all-in, Rookie holds on to both summoners, so he gains a 2-summoner advantage for this trade. Goes in, pops the shield, saves his knockup for the flash, so he can guarantee Flash get the knockup and land the Q afterwards. Waiting for his Q cooldown so he can guarantee get the damage. Then he slides away, knowing he's going to burn down with the ignite.
And just in case Q auto is going to be a kill. Well, nice try, Plugo. Unfortunately, out in the first round. But yeah, Peanut on your screen right now. If I remember correctly, going over to Genji.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry. Next split, but of course still representing his old team at this one. And after, I guess, just sort of a disappointing overall season internationally for Peanut, we'll see how he can do on this one. He's going to face off against Rakan. That'll be a fun one.
Yeah, I mean, junglers always kind of get underestimated in this mode as well. Junglers and supports, I feel like.
Yeah.
But again, they come out with more creative champion picks usually. So I'm hoping for some, Lee Sin action or something of the sort.
That'd be exciting. We'll see what comes through, waiting around. And let's see what they're going to find for themselves. Of course, we are pretty much skipping through the champion selects for most of these and getting ourselves into more gameplay right now.
And of course, Rakan, the mid lane player coming from Brazil. We'll see what he can do. Currently signed with Nunn.
Ooh, and they opted into a Dravenmere. I mean, you look at these
Nice! I love it when they make the deals as well.
Yeah. They don't spell anything. Not really.
I mean,
PPV, VPP, that's nothing.
If you want to mash all the words together, you can definitely, they must be talking to each other. I don't know what they're cracking up over, but
yeah. At least for Peanut, that's alphabetical.
Rakan definitely having a good time, you can see on the character.
Yeah.
Or the cams.
Yeah. Yeah, for Peanut on the Korean client, alphabetically, Garen, Galio, and Gangplank are the first 3 alphabetically in Korean. So that's just like, that's like banning Aatrox, Akali, and Nivea, or Ahri, whatever.
I mean, if they previously agreed to Draven.
I was looking at the context of the bands. I know that Draven is obviously what they're going for. I always like telling the story of the bands. I think that's always interesting. So that's just alphabetical on Korea.
All right, we have mirrored summoner spells, mirrored runes. Q's coming out. Now, I think we looked at it last time, and It was 2 years ago when we looked at it, and you could pick up opposing Draven.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think that's still true.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, perfect. Let's see if they can actually steal away some of those drops, because that is huge.
Yeah.
If you can take away the empowered Q drop from the other Draven, you auto-win the trade.
Pretty much, yeah. Tina actually dropped one of his axes earlier on. Doesn't really matter right now. He's got the mana to spend, but if you drop axes, it means you might not have a chance to hold 2 at a time. You can actually juggle 3 if your attack speed's good. You have one in the air, and you're holding 1, you're throwing the 3rd. So that's actually like optimal Draven is 3 axe combos. So this is right here.
Push.
Oof, and that was actually yeah, Peanut winning that trade.
I mean, Draven mirrors have a tendency to go one-sided because once you get the momentum with the creep wave, you're just spamming axes from both sides.
Yep.
And you get the other guy pushed under the turret. You can get more lifesteal off. You can get better auto trades in between minion last hits. And Peanut now pushing him up against the turret. Let's see what Rockin can do.
Yeah, right now they're doing pretty okay. It's 10-14 in CS, so Peanut is ahead, but he got the push. So there's CS waiting for the Brazilian. Nice play right there, gets the relic, but yeah, and Peanut is getting better trades overall. He's landing every once in a while an extra axe. And it's running out. There's going to be kind of some major comeback, like a good stand aside to like knock out an axe from his hands. Like he's got to miss a pickup basically.
All right, big difference in inventory as well. Sweeper on the side of the Brazilian.
Oh, Peanut like dropped it. I feel like you spawned with that. Like he sold it on purpose or something.
No, you don't spawn with it.
Really? Okay. I didn't actually know.
But it is actually useful if you're, close to the brush there and you're trying to pick up the last little bit of information as you try and chase someone down. Currently, though, 25-17. Peanut has had the push for this entire game.
Yeah, and finally grabs his own health relic now as well. So this is up in a lot. It's up in health bar, it's up in CS. Here comes the big trade. This could be it. This could be the damage. Ignite his on. Stand aside for both. The flash away. Oh, Peanut got it. Peanut got the last auto attack in.
All right, well, there you have it. That's what a Draven mirror is going to look like.
Yep.
The axes start spinning, and they auto just the entire time. Whoever gets the minion wave push is going to have the pressure.
And the last fight lasts 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And I can't keep up with it. All right, well, that was beautiful, though. Well done right here. Peanut moving on. Representing King Zone this year, representing Gen G next.
Yeah.
Still standing in the LCK.
I heard a rumor that there was a possibility he was going to come to NA, but he chose to stay in Korea. Look at that flash, though, over to the stylish finish so he can end with lights.
Yeah. I think he was doing it so he could get his axe and get another attack. I mean, didn't need it.
Draven is all about style.
It is. It is about style.
And he was the one to get the cash-in bonus, so
oh, no, for sure.
Making it rain.
Yeah, that was beautiful stuff. Of course, next up, we get more super popular, awesome champions. Caps takes the stage next up against Ceros. That's going to be a fun one. We're kind of getting through. And, we have not had, I would not consider double BRTT an upset. I think that is, in my maybe biased mind, not, it is the expected result. So we've had no upsets so far in 1v1s. Maybe Caps wins this one.
Yeah, no, if you guys watched Ceros in the play-ins, Japanese player here, he's famous for the mid lane champions more kind of off the meta, like Ziggs and Heimerdinger coming through. Mostly the Heimerdinger was what everyone was hyped for.
Brought out a few times at Worlds, it went pretty well.
Yeah.
They made it through the groups. They lost to EDG, but like that's like the best LGL's done in a really long time is make it at least to the play and knockouts. So, and Ceros, there we go, on another pocket pick. Vel'Koz we've seen some, but that is still a Ceros champion. I actually thought his Vel'Koz was super good.
Yeah, I mean, the long-range threat's definitely there, but they're getting close range early, Freak.
Wait, he hasn't even learned any spells yet.
Okay.
I guess he didn't want to trade back.
Holding on to that one. He knew that this trade wasn't going to mean anything because he's going to get a recall off before the minions. So he decided he's still going to hold onto the level up.
Right. They're both going Nullifying Orb instead of Mana Flow Band, so you don't like gain anything intrinsic by landing a spell level 1, whereas with Mana Flow Band you actually get 25 mana.
And it also means the all-in's a little bit less threatening here.
Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, like Nico is a burst mage. And Mana Flow Band, Nullifying Orb only triggers after damage. So if there is no follow-up damage, it triggers and does nothing at all.
Yeah.
And
Vel'Koz also has a lot of true damage, so he could try and bypass it as well.
Yeah, if it triggers and he's on his ult, he just true damages you out. Do you want to point out, though, that we're seeing Taste of Blood here for Caps? So is a different look, no sorcery at all for this character.
Yeah. I mean, they did also recently nerf the base level for Ravenous Hunter.
Yeah, sure.
I believe he had that for more sustain on it in addition to Taste of Blood.
I think that would be the only reasonably viable option in that tier.
Yeah.
So. But going Electrocute for the extra burst damage versus the Comet Poke. Q's going to go far. It was predicting Caps' juke, but Caps went forwards.
Caps with the extra health potion right now and ties up the CS as well.
That's a good shot. Yeah, Q always guarantees Comet. That slow is actually massive on Vel'Koz. The big skill test of that champion.
Yeah, knockup is going to guarantee it as well.
But, good point.
Has two possible confirmations. There's the snare and the barrier out.
Forcing double sum. This is a
Double!
Yeah, gets them all forward. Will that's so much damage. Caps did a really good job there.
He's definitely making Nico look fun. That was an aggressive play. And we didn't even comment too much on the snowball. I wanted to see more snowballs.
Me too.
In the 1v1 tournament. Almost to the level of forcing them to take it.
He got the root. This could be it. The Bloom and Caps, the level 3 kill. Beautiful.
Snowball and Flash for the super aggressive plays from Caps.
Wow.
Getting in there in the end, Flash snare, and that's all she wrote.
We are getting some really fast 1v1-2s today. Like day one, we were going to CS mostly. It was like turret
These
drop,
are Earth 1v1s, freak.
Yeah, these are level 4 someone dies. This is already moving around quite a lot. We are almost done with sort of the first round. We've got a block of 8 1v1s. We're through about half of them right now. So that we can move on to the second round. We will close out the top 16 at the end of the day. Of course, still more one but now. That was just great. Yeah, that was a nice
Flashes in, gets the snare, then gets just outside of the knockup range.
Yeah.
Lands the last one. Sarah's having a good time here at All-Stars as well.
Absolutely. All right, that was beautiful stuff right there. Next up, of course, Tierwolf facing off against Pabu. Tierwolf, I want to point out, is joining Splice next year. Of course, a great player in his own right. A huge amount of wins under his belt. But yeah, basically, Splice is hoping that the addition of his sort of more aggressive voice in the team can make Splice a more aggressive team. I think management sort of felt they were a little bit too passive as a squad. So look forward to him in the LEC coming in soon. Pabu from OS, I actually ran into him Wednesday night at the pre-party.
Yeah.
He was talking about how he felt really fortunate to be here. It's like cool. He's been like he had played on NA like so many of the OS pros before OS had a server. Like he knows a lot of these people already coming in. It was like really cool to meet everyone. And he was talking to me about what he thought the 1v1 meta was going to be. Because he had a bunch of like prep champions, like, okay, if Hibernator is meta, like here's my counter pick, like if something else meta, like here's what I'm gonna play. And he's like, all right, I have the read. We're playing frickin' Ghost Phase Rush, he's actually up against Ghost Phase Rush Tom Kench, which I think is spicy.
Yeah, I mean, there hasn't really been a meta that has carried over from too many games to another for him to play off. So he goes with the LeBlanc, a generalist, all-around assassin. Tierwolf here, as you said, moving to Splice, is taking up the mobility Tom Kench. We've seen this before. So that's actually last year even in All-Stars, just going for the all-in, stacking up the taste passive from Tom Kench, going for the stunts, going for the devour, and you cannot get away from the phase rush activation either. We'll see it's a little bit more tricky with LeBlanc, with distortion, with the root from your chain, as well as the passive going invisible herself. But I'm kind of rooting for the melees. Whenever we have melees picked in this mode, I always kind of side with them.
I don't know actually off the top of my head. Can you cleanse out of Tom Kench W? I actually have no idea if you can.
Out of his belly?
Enemies,
I don't think so.
Okay. You can cleanse out the stun, but
you can definitely cleanse the stun.
Yeah.
But I very much doubt you can just cleanse and pop out of his stomach like.
Okay.
Cut your way out of there.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a possibility though.
It is. I'm trying to think of like a good movie reference, and I can't come up with one.
We're not at 100%.
Yeah, Twitch chat knows, Twitter knows. I'm not checking during the game.
Now, one of the big things I really liked about All-Stars also, and you kind of touched on it with Tierwolf moving to Splice, is how so many of these big off-season roster moves were actually with All-Star players.
Yeah.
And them changing regions very shortly here. So this is a chance for them to kind of enter the new region with a little bit of extra hype if they can do well.
Absolutely. Ooh, yeah, these are really good trades too. Just like QW auto is really easy.
Oh, chain goes down.
He missed an auto. I think he actually stuttered it or something, but now he's ignited. Tierwolf Has to flash away, but that is almost certainly a forced recall. Like, you can't stay in lane like this.
Double summoners blown, most of the health as well. And the minions dying to the tower here. This is a 4 CS Tahm Kench.
Yeah. And T-Wolf is staying so we can get XP, but keep in mind, Pabu is... Oh, he took 2 turret shots. Okay. He's still ahead, but yeah, QW auto will kill T-Wolf.
Yeah, for sure. No gray health will save you when you only have 125
Yeah.
base to work with. This is why I always root for the melees, freak. It's a hard life.
It is a hard life. He thought about buying boots, instead buy some potions, walk back to lane now. A lot of XP lost, so 6 is certainly coming first for Pabu here.
Yeah.
Os will get maybe something on the board here. That'll be nice.
Mobility boot, or just brown bag boots, regular old level 1 is gonna be a big difference in mobility though. I'm not sure if that's gonna allow him enough distance to stay away from the phase rush proc. We saw how difficult it was for T-Wolf to get the all-in there actually with just the chain and distortion. If you also take into account the cleanse, being able to cleanse off even just the slow from the tongue lash.
Sure. Good trade again. But the one thing I will give to T-Wolf's credit is 100 CS win condition is very long. Yes, the game will run 10 minutes if it's a 100 CS game, but it also means that you have a second round. You can go for the all-in, burn your flash, and try, and you will not forcibly lose the game until you have a second opportunity.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is a nice window where you get 2 chances to make the all-in happen, whereas it's going to be a 10-minute, at least, sort of run to get 100 CS.
Also, since the last time I saw Tahm Kench in the 1v1s, the gray health has been nerfed as far as you taking the damage and healing up the portion that you don't use. It's not as good as a sustain mechanism.
Watch for, of course, down to half HP, and has that no magic mantle, but I do feel like Doran's shield would have been better. I feel like maybe that was arguably a miss buy. Maybe it wasn't going to change the result of the game, but something to consider.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the possibility of him turning it into a Hex Drinker purchase was...
Or a Cowl, yeah. Either way.
Because he's definitely going for the all-in, auto attack him down.
Yeah.
Victory, win condition.
He's splitting his points now too. It's 2 into Q and then 2 into Gray Health. So he's actually ranked out thick skin. Now he's got the ultimate, which can kind of start the all-in, right? You ult behind your opponent for full HP. Now they have to run past you to get back to safety.
Plus the passive damage that you're gonna get for auto attacks is not, insignificant. He's gonna use it here. Go back, get his purchase.
Yeah, I wonder, this is your window. Like, this is your best chance to win. He's got a Swifties.
Oh,
like,
this is it.
He's at the power spike. He's sold the no magic mantle.
This has gotta be it. Fastest catfish around now.
That's true.
Is he gonna be able to use it to get, deep behind the LeBlanc? Distortion use!
Right.
Distortion use, here he goes!
All right, this is the play. This is the way he wins. The chain is on. Auto misses the Q.
No!
And T-Wolf does not have flash, but he is running fast with the ghost. He's gonna chop him up. You can't cleanse out. He's gonna spin him into a turret, but no turret shot.
Oh, that might have been it. All right. He still has more chances.
Yeah, he's got a lot of time.
100 CS is a long time. But that was the ghost used there for himself, as well as kind of the surprise factor. I really thought the best opening would be with the surprise factor of coming back right after distortion had been used.
It was a good play.
But there was a big minion wave, and he wasn't able to keep LeBlanc pinned down. She's just so mobile.
Yeah, not landing the tongue lash, and that is on Pab as much as it is on T-Wolf. Like, that was a big difference. I think cleanse might have been up, so yes, if it hits, you still get away, but it's still damage. It's still an easier time into the W. Doesn't have to chase as far to get it. Like, that's a big deal.
All right, Pabu holding all the cards now. Almost 60 CS for himself. Has upgraded Sork Pen boots, so he can threaten the burst damage as well as having the extra mobility.
Takes a turret shot for that trade, but I think still positive here for Pabu. Regen's coming up. Tongue Lash at rank 3, so the 2 in Gray Health is enough for T-Wolf. And we are now about 6 minion waves away, if perfect CS, from the game ending. So 3 minutes if optimal CS.
All right.
That's the timer.
Pabu, can he get all of the CS? Got the ranged minion.
Yep.
6 more here. Melee number 1. This one came Johnny. Johnny's down. All right, Mike. Mike's down too.
All right, this one's Ike. Ike is gonna live.
He ignores Ike and goes for the harassment.
I don't know if that's worth. I actually don't. I mean, I guess the more you harass T-Wolf, the less chance he has to all in you because he could just actually be killed. With Ignite backup, that's a possibility.
Yeah, I think every opportunity whittling them down should be taken.
Yeah. Okay.
Also,
that was nice.
It's way cooler to win by killing them. So
Yeah.
even if you gain your advantage, oh, here we go.
And Debbie's down for a few more seconds. Chain's gonna land. That's a good route. So now Tongue Lash, but I mean, okay, flash auto. That's ult. Oh, that would have been the slow into maybe a chomp, but of course no turret range.
Well, he got the relic.
Yep.
Pabu's low on mana.
Yeah, that's a big deal because if he stays in lane like this, like there's no way you auto enough like to harass this Tahm Kench out and goes up in about 10 seconds or maybe like 15, 20. So there is another chance in, but T-Wolf needs this wave to crash in the turret and reset back to him. You can never fight the LeBlanc under her turret.
Fair enough.
Even if she bleeds CS, it's 31 to 73. Like she will eventually win the game under her own turret.
Yeah, Pabu here doesn't even really feel the need to go replenish mana. You can just auto-attack minions, get the Doran's regen coming through.
Yep.
Wait it out. Tierwolf, you can't really threaten it all in. There's no sustain, and he's sitting on the speed boots and a dagger. That is one of the most tragic inventories.
That is really tragic.
Check in on.
Oh, Ignite is on. I think he popped Grey Health here. It actually blocks more damage, but he'll live. It's fine. I think it's one more reset, then you have to try one more time. He actually burned Ghost to get away.
Yeah.
And Pabu's 3 waves away. He's this plus 2 more waves if there's a cannon with perfect CS.
Oh, now he's got a second dagger coming through, though, for quicker autos.
That is 2 stabs.
The fork and the other fork.
Yeah.
All right.
I think multi-pronged assault here.
Pabu gonna be able to collect both of the health relics as well and easily shove in the wave. So Tierwolf, he's only gonna get one more chance at it. Do his best, try and clear out these minions to open up some area to work with. And then just straight run at the LeBlanc. He has no extra summoner spells to surprise him with. Maybe Abyssal Voyage comes off in a couple seconds before the minions come through.
Yeah, and he wants to be under his own turret. Like he actually would have preferred this wave did not reach the turret and stayed outside of range and just collected up and stayed around because he needs that runway to chase Pabu down. Again, it's only 2 to 3 waves left to last hit here. Pabu's getting decent enough CS. About 11 minutes in, this game is over.
All right. Tierwolf looking for his opening. Cannon down.
And this ult is without summoners. It's just the ult into just hoping he has the damage. So there's a chain, and Pabu's gonna push him away. This is good damage. Ult chain means a lot as well. This is a chunk of burst right now. Grey health on. That's gonna time out though. And I think he just has him. And that's it. Os on the board. Pabu knocks him down.
Yeah. LeBlanc there, after he evades the first 2 all-ins, just holds so much more in inventory, so much easier for him to take him down, and Tahm Kench unable to make it happen.
Yeah, and I actually know from talking to Pabu, like, he was hoping to go a bit far. Like, he knew his first 3 opponents. He was like, round 3 is Faker, like, round 2 is this guy. He was like, I know I have to play, like, maybe get 1 or 2, but it's going to get tough quickly.
Yeah.
But so far, doing okay. He outplayed the Tahm Kench.
Yeah, I mean, this replay is, we got to see a lot more of the work earlier on in the match. At this point, it's just hard. You know, Tierwolf there does a little wiggle. He's having fun at the end, knows that he's got very little chance.
Yeah.
Goes down to the double chain.
Yeah, Pabu's next opponent is Doublelift, by the way, in Game 5 of the second block.
Ooh.
So, and then, as he told me 2 days ago, his 3rd round is Faker. I'm believing him. I haven't looked at the bracket yet myself. I'll prep that one the next day. But, yeah, that's going to be tough. So now fellow O's teammate Triple is up. He's up against Westor, which is going to be a whole bunch of fun as well.
Nice.
Exciting.
Can we get some Westor Fizz or TF action?
That would be great.
For old time's sake. We haven't seen it in such a long time, but hopefully he comes on through. And we get another all-in matchup.
All right, of course, yeah, we had seen this wonderful mid laner Triple at Worlds recently. Unfortunately, as Os does, didn't go too far at Worlds. A bit unlucky there, but Westor, right, he's done good things before. Haven't seen him a ton more recently, but you know, few world performances there as well. A couple of top 8s.
People were actually rumoring Westor retiring, and I think it's happened a couple of times as well.
Keeps,
you know, he's got a family and everything, and but he's still relevant and he's still playing. So let's see what he can get now on the Pantheon, coming through, and Triple just walks into the same brush.
Yep, throws in a Q.
This is kind of the classic Grass Caitlyn, by the way, as you can see, getting some health and sustain off those autos. This is something that has made its way into solo queue that I am not a fan of, Freak.
Okay.
I have played against many of them. It's super annoying when your bottom lane has that much sustain and constant push pressure. So they've brought it to the 1v1 Howling Abyss here as well, and we'll see if he can have similar effectiveness. Already getting the push, had the early harassment on Westor. Westor has always been a guy to look, not at CS though, and look at kills. You know, even when he's playing on Summoner's Rift in mid lane, he's trying to get the kills, roam around, assassinate people, falls down in CS pretty frequently actually.
I do gotta call out one thing for Triple though. He is running Shield Bash, which I guess he has Barrier for? So like that's something, but that rune only works when he presses a Summoner spell, which feels a little bit situational. To be fair, I don't remember what exactly Shield Bash fights against in that row in the runes, because I have not played any Grasp Caitlyn. So I just don't know what
Demolish.
That's playable.
And there's an all-in. Westor's coming through.
Okay.
All right, so you want to charge up your passive on Pantheon first, so you have the Aegis. You can block an auto. Then as you're walking towards the Caitlyn, that'll soak one auto. Then you W to get the refresh on your second passive. It blocks another auto. That's how you get the better of the trades.
Yep, so right now, of course, Triple knows his first auto will do nothing. Puts a trap down. He's going to take an auto from... Okay.
All right, he won the mana there for Westor.
Yeah.
Able to kite out the net.
And there's a stun, pretty good damage here. It's a decent hit, and that one is a positive trade. One more hit will be Grasp. That gets a little health back towards Triple. But yeah, with that Relic there, Westor's in a good spot. CS, though, is +7 for Os.
Yeah. But I mean, again, Westor's looking for kills, right? The Pantheon is in!
Ooh, that's Barrier. That's pretty good damage. Exhausted by some time. Gets the space he needs. That's double Summoners out for both players.
Ooh, definitely exciting here. You're trying to get him low enough for the auto crit from Pantheon. So that's why Triple, at all costs, he was just trying to get out of range of another Q Spear to come through. He does so he lives this time. But Westor going to go back and purchase as well.
Yeah. I always track CS because I know that's like the you must all in or the game ends. So it's always something I'm going to keep track of. Yeah, I don't think Westor will ever try to win on CS, but it's a timer he has to watch out on Triple for. See what we got here as just the resets come through. Just, yeah, a bunch of regen tools. That's not really a surprise here for Westor.
Yeah, little pieces of jewelry picked up. He's got that in addition to the corrupting potion.
Yep.
Now, is Westor going to go for, you know, more of these trades and hit the level 6 to try and get, similar to a Tom Kench, go for the surprise level 6, come back to lane and have items and get good positioning?
Yeah.
Or...
I think Westor just wins at 6 if he gets a good ult off. Like, I don't think Triple can get away from it all.
I mean, it is really difficult. Caitlyn does have net, but that's the only mobility. Now, annoying thing for Pantheon is if Caitlyn puts a trap down right in the center, it's free to put that trap down. You know where Pantheon is landing, so you can try that. But as Pantheon, you can also spam your W as you're falling, and it usually just goes off as you fall too.
Yeah.
And you'll end up getting trapped plus jumping and getting a stun.
All right, we'll see if that interaction happens then. So far, Triple's just pushing. I think Demolish is going to mean a lot. That's actually a really anti-timed net because he gets away from a little bit of that E damage. I think he maybe got away from one of the ticks.
Westor is going full sustain though. You said he's got, you know, both of the regeneration items as well as the corrupting potion. There's the level 6, and already Triple playing really far back.
Yeah, and now Westor wants to spend as much time as possible in Fog because at any point he might be channeling ult, and just the lack of information should be enough to make Triple play weird. I actually feel like I can see him in Brush a little bit more, just again, because at any point that might be a channel.
Let's see if he actually goes for it. Not hovering in the brush. He's trying to catch back up on CS. Maybe Westor wants to get another purchase.
That's a nice Q. He knows the auto's going to be blocked by the shield, but still just barely landing that filter for Peacemaker.
Triple still has a biscuit as well in inventory that he can pop when needed.
Yep, and with Time Warp, it means the first half it'll be instant. Yep. So you can chug that late and get like 7% max HP back, which is not bad.
Very useful, and definitely should keep it for the all-in.
Yep. Grasp, I believe, does not trigger if it's blocked by Pantheon, so gets nothing out of the auto at all.
All right, Westor probably going to have to go purchase. I mean, there's not much a Pantheon can do to the Caitlyn at tower like this. Yeah. I feel like going for the all-in there is really an unnecessary reduction in your chances for success here. Yeah. Even though you can block tower autos as well. You want to use those for blocking the Caitlyn autos.
Yeah, the wave's just in a really rough spot, though. It was stacked up a bit large and was out of turret range, so we needed to get that push finished. And it made it really awkward, don't get me wrong, but I think he had to stay around for that sort of partial wave just to make the lane go a different direction.
Yeah, DC Cannon's coming through, and Tripple's going to try and push this one back before he also gets a recall.
Yep.
All right, he's got the extra speed boots. More Swifties coming out. The day of Swifties for us. Oh, he's trying to catch him right now on the recall. He gets
and
in.
There's not much mana, so he's going to get stunned. Pretty good damage there. Summoners are available to burn them, but that's going to delay the recall, deal some decent damage. Westor
Really?
uses some CS.
It's intelligent from Westor. He knows by the timing of his Ignite and Flash that the barrier is up as well, and probably the exhaust. So he doesn't go for the all-in under the turret, knowing that double defensive summoners from Triple would outweigh that opportunity.
I honestly did expect more damage coming through, though, with the ult landing, because that was almost the center. So that was going to be a high damage ult. I'm actually shocked how little damage Triple actually took.
He's got one longsword.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
you're probably used to Pantheons with about 5 longswords ulting bottom lane freak.
Yes, when I'm level 7 on Caitlyn, Pantheon's like level 13 with like 7 Dusk Blades and I get one shot. This is not a normal experience for me.
Well, all he's got is a little butter knife in his pocket here and a bunch of jewelry and some really cool kicks.
Those are really cool kicks. Those are like the real Air Jordans. You actually jump 7,000 feet in the air.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe he can use them for a higher jump then for his ultimate.
That's how
that he can increase the damage with.
Okay.
Oh no, he's getting pushed back again.
Yeah.
Triple here again. You're talking about positioning of the wave. Right now, right in front of it, once again, perfect spot for Caitlyn, and we're at 81 CS already. Another game back-to-back here, going the distance.
Yeah, Westor's running out of options really, really quickly right now.
He's doubled up on butter knives, though.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, it's 3 waves from over. He has 90 seconds to get a kill, or this game is ending. Triple has double summoners up.
He's running for it!
And he's going to try right now. Exhaust is not used yet. Net's back to get some damage. And it's just Triple buying space. He's buying space. He gets Westor to half HP and shoves the wave in.
Flash Ignite available, but again, exhaust barrier. Triple has been holding on to these defensive summoner spells, knowing that he's only 8 minions away from victory.
And I like this choice, though. The choice to go for a safe recall, Vamp Scepter, which I'd actually rather just see a Chain Vest.
Yeah, with 8 minions, you don't need to sustain.
Yeah, I think you buy a Chain Vest and you actually can't lose the game. I think he'll still win. I don't think it matters, really. This is like 95 to 5% chance. Westor, okay, he's going to go for
He's going to ult on him while he's walking.
He's got ult back. I mean, he knows it's 2 waves, so he knows it's this or next. And Triple wants to just do it under turret if he can. Doesn't see Pantheon.
He's got to know that he's going for it.
All right, this is the attempt. Trap is down, doesn't hit him. Westor gets the relic, goes in, big damage exhaust. A little bit late, but that's good damage. Forced to flash away, 300 HP.
The minions are going to do it. Westor's got to do something crazy.
95, he could, he might have the damage, he might really.
Dive.
Oh! Kill!
Nice.
Minions! He's alive!
Well, not for long. It's only 3 more kills here on the red minions. What?
Can he get it? Can he get it? CS! And he does! Oust moves forward. Triple gets a win over Westor.
And look at that reaction. He knew he had it. He was like, all right, I got all these minions. Westor's got no HP.
Yeah. That was close.
Yeah.
That was closer than I thought it was going to be. That all-in got pretty close there. The fact that he got boots, too, was a big deal. He was able to actually get away from Pantheons. That jump couldn't land.
Yeah, let's take another look at this highlight finish, baby.
Woo!
Pantheon had to go for the dive. Westor knew he had no options. And after that one fails, Triple lines him up for the triple kill on the melee minions. Get the last one low enough first. Boom!
High APM gameplay. And like, I think Westor had already stood up by that point. Like, it felt like he was already ready to go.
He was recalling in the brush, and he's like, well, this one's over.
Yeah, if you miss 3 CS in a 1v0 lane, that's yikes to you, dog. All right, well, next up, Evie and Double Doge clashing on Howling Abyss. That'll be fun as well, of course.
Heck yeah. I mean, Double Doge coming back. This guy definitely brings style to every international competition he comes to. And we'll see if he does bring one of those deals out that we were talking about before, right? They agree on a certain champion, a mirror, that's definitely a possibility here. Talking to him at the party beforehand, he had a lot of ideas as far as trying to bait people in. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see what comes out. I love spicy matchups. The mirrors tend to go pretty interestingly. I want to, again, shout out DFM, Detonation Focus Me, Evie's team. They, again, made the knockout stage of play-ins, which was a big jump in for Japan, right? If NA's happy about top 4, like, wow, this hasn't happened in forever. Like, Japan gets to be happy about making it through the group stage because that happens really for them as well. So that was a good rise up for them. He was part of that squad. I think that's really positive.
And Detonation Focus Me is kind of a household name here in North America as well because they played on North American solo queue for so long. So we're very used to seeing their tags in solo queue.
Yep. And of course, Dumbledore's part of that Royal Bandits team alongside Broken Blade, notably known for joining TSM next year, but that first place regular season team from Turkey that unfortunately couldn't put together in finals, but we get to see this look. Ghost Poro, I like that actually. I think that is the best option in that slot because it's not like Eyeball Collector does anything.
Yeah, I mean,
no kills.
Runes are all fine and dandy. I like the champions that we've been situated with here, Freak. Akali versus Pyke. These are actually, if you look at high yellow right now, two of the scariest mid laners. Pyke has moved over from support to mid lane terror.
Yeah.
He scales a bit better now, especially with damage that people have been building, and the mid lane has actually been so annoying for people to deal with. I actually have a decent amount of faith of him going up against something like Akali, which, you know, people are used to.
Banning.
Yeah, there you go.
I also enjoy, by the way, that there is an assassin-assassin matchup where these players are playing champions in their roles in meta. Coming to support, there's Pyke, there's Akali for the top laner.
Yeah, it's actually hype how that all worked out.
You get an assassin-assassin match, and you're like, yeah, this is legitimate.
All right, let's see if you can prove it here. The early shove goes to Akali. You know, does have the AoE easily to spam out those knives. Pyke has no such tools because, you know, designed as a support champion, not to control minion waves. Yeah. You can ult them after you get a kill on your ult.
You can ult before.
And then it's, okay, you can. But it's a great excuse after you get a kill and you're like, you know what, the ult reset, I'm just going to go ahead and help you clear the wave, buddy.
CS real quick.
And you don't really want to use your stun through the minions for that because that's mostly going to be for your all-ins. But technically that is AoE.
Ooh. Dumbledore's managing to snag that shuriken, prevent the cannon CS. Okay.
Heavy positioning very far forward.
Oh, gets a stun, but Akali's in a shroud outside the donut, comes in for an auto attack, lands a Q as well. It's electrocute. And Dumbledore, not having a good time with that trade.
Yeah, doesn't get out of the vision yet to heal either.
Yeah, it stores forever, so you can kind of do it whenever you want, I guess.
I mean, whenever you want until you get killed, because you only have like 200 HP or something.
Fair. That's a good point, Kobe. I'll give you that one.
Oh, cannon! He misses it! Every AD carry everywhere, crying out.
Oh, the cannons!
When your support doesn't get the last hit on the cannon.
Yeah. I'm glad Pyke goes coin normally, though. It means I don't have to worry about that. I get them all myself. Okay, another big trade. This is going to be some good damage. Good stun towards an Aftershock, but the Doge will need to eventually turn that gray health into real HP. Press W, gets it. Okay.
Slip out right now.
Yeah. All right, not too bad.
Maybe he moves back into the minions.
Yeah, big CS lead for the Akali. Good jump away from that stun. Goes right back in for the trade. Yeah, that was both halves of E and an auto attack empowered.
Out of energy, though. So Dumbledore does have control of the minion wave. He's trying to climb back into it, but again, the early CS lead established so decisively once again that for the remainder of the game, it's probably going to be Evie calling the shots and Dumbledore trying to make those aggressive plays to look for a kill.
Yeah, and not only did the CS go really well, the actual sort of harassed it as well. Evie only burned one health potion, what he bought with a Doran shield, and Dumbledore was burned through all 3 he bought with that longsword, so definitely a lot more damage was dealt as well. Health really picked up is nice. It keeps the mana full topped off, but yeah, certainly. Oh, that's actually really big. Okay, no stun though.
Yeah, nice little tumble there from Evie to get out of the stun range.
But yeah, 32 to 17 in CS. This is not going away from Evie for a while.
But level 6 comes in for him first. All in potential. Both of these assassins at level 6 can easily go for 100% to 0. So CS might be a thing in determining how the late game goes, but I think once they both have access to ultimates, they'll be willing to press those buttons.
There is one thing I think that's positive for Doge, by the way, which is that almost every damage tool he has that's not an auto attack is skill shot targeted.
Yeah.
So if a colleague goes in the Shroud, like you can just land your skill shots through the obscurement anyway. Get you under turret, she's fully revealed. I think Red Trinket will give you the outline.
Yeah.
So,
the X is a decent AoE too.
Yeah.
So even if you don't have perfect vision, being able to land it is definitely a possibility, even under Shroud. All right, Shroud does come out. Maybe double Doge. He's pretty low on health and mana, though. I doubt he forces anything.
He's got this Relic. That's not too hard to get to. I don't think it's worried about Evie fighting him, but he wants the CS.
All right.
Wow, he actually gets zoned off the Relic. That's... Yeah, I could have got the Relic and dropped one CS. I think it would have been worth it. If you can get it an easy E. Oh! No, not quite the pull.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a really risky stop right there.
Yeah, that would have forced
Evie pulls it off, though.
Yeah, that would have forced W and ult out of the Akali. All right. Well, 47-25 is certainly not going to be close in CS. We know that for sure.
The ult can also be used to dodge there for Pyke with a little bit of a jump. But,
yeah,
not much he's going to be able to dodge.
He's running out of options. Down to 54 CS here, so still looking at about 10 to 11 minutes for this game to close out on CS.
He did get enough money for Hex Drinker.
That's big.
So that is one of the best all-in items you can purchase here for Howling Abyss, given a limited income.
Of course, Akali getting the gun, or the half the gun blade, gets the Bilgewater Cutlass. So the on-defense slow is not bad. That can definitely help. Since it's hard to land the slow on the Q, you have to like get your distance just right.
Yeah, it's really hard to pin Pyke down, even with something like a
that's true.
Bilgewater slow. So I still feel like Double Doge is the one that gets the pick when the all-in happens. And Evie's just going to try and react to what comes out from the Pyke here. See if the flashes come into play, because both of them do have the possibility.
Okay, possible stun. Does actually land it, and he knows he did because of the aftershock triggering. Gets some damage here. This could be really good. This might be enough damage.
Ignite goes down!
Nice spots, but yeah, that's a good kiting away. The E gets out. Knows he was not in ult's execute range. And this Akali's going to have some sustain. Has enough energy now that the Q heals, so that's about 80.
Yep, lifesteal autos.
Yeah. And that trade has not a lot of extra value now. Okay.
Demolish is an interesting little wrinkle here, though.
And that's
Do you think it's possible? Yeah, that was a lot of damage. It's possible to try and push a turret down with Demolish, even if you're this far down in CS.
I think if you're allowed to play your plan, I think you get turret before CS. But Dodos has to keep lane control.
It's pretty insane. It's almost 70 CS already for Evie.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have 5 waves if it's perfect CS. Which, actually, that's probably not enough time, but it won't be perfect CS. So you get, like, maybe 7.
Yeah. It's going to be close. Also, the level advantage is huge. It's different for every champion, but if you equate the gold value to just the stats that you get for leveling up, it's around 500. A little bit more for most champions, actually, that use mana and something like that.
Yeah, Pyke has really high per level defensive stats because he can't turn health into health. Okay,
oh, here we go.
Again, does not get the stun, though. It's a lot of space given up there, and Evie, yeah, in control, puts double up to the half. He goes for the first half of the ult, he can get a kill. Does he risk it?
Hex Drinker is popped.
He's gonna heal back up. Ooh, that's big damage. He might get the kill. The ult is not enough. Evie takes him down.
Gets the CS lead early, also finishes with the kill. And Evie, doing it for Japan, is gonna move on in the 1v1 tournament.
All right, beautiful stuff right there. Yeah, the Akali definitely was in control the whole time. Made it look pretty good. Had the better performance here. I appreciate the assassin-assassin matchup. That pullback, but just too low. Yeah, ult wasn't going to be enough ever.
Yeah, too much small advantages built up to really get an outplay there at the end.
All right, well, there's the handshake when we've got one final matchup. In the first round of the 1v1s, that is Licorice on your screen. He's up against MLXG.
Oh!
One of the 2 starting junglers for Royal Never Give Up, who did have a slightly early exit to Worlds. They dropped to G2 Esports in a shocking 5-game upset.
Exactly. Not only was it, slightly early, but they were favored to win everything the whole year. And I don't just mean everything at Worlds. They won everything leading up to Worlds as well.
Yeah, they won LPL twice in a row. MLXG himself came in to close out that final victory in the summer split over Karsa. They, of course, won MSI. That was a good performance. They won Rift Rivals. RNG was the team of the year until that G2 upset. Huge ups to them. Cloud9, huge showing for them as well.
Let me tell you, though, something he did not win. Rookie of the split in North America, which Licorice did in spring.
That's a good point. There are no spots for that. And look at this matchup, Zed on Zed. GHU. Those, well, he's banning in Mandarin, simplified Chinese anyway.
Yeah, I mean, and by the way, that's MLXG. If people haven't heard this story, I mean, he's been a pro player for a long time, and we told it a lot, but stands for Spicy Hot Pot, or the abbreviations that they use to try and order it.
Yep.
So that's why everyone always refers to his big plays as, you know, Spicy Hot Pot. Licorice, meanwhile.
CAN, Corky, Amumu.
Once again, second time he's banned that.
Realize that CAN is a better acronym for Canada than I'm pretty sure CND is the acronym of one of the Brazilian teams. So that's you're just representing the wrong region at that point.
That's probably true.
Yeah,
I like that they organized the skins too for this though, because this is my favorite Zed skin now.
The Draven 1v1 was the same. They were both Soul Reavers, so I appreciate that.
It used to be Shock Blast. Shock Blast? Shock Blade. That makes more sense.
Yeah, Shock Blast is base Zed. You ever played Jungle Zed?
I did when Insect did it.
Okay.
You remember that?
Yes, I do.
That was like 3 or 4 years ago. Actually, probably 4 years ago.
Yeah, it was before he went to China, so it had to be before 2014 Worlds.
Yeah, and he did it, and he had success. I think they won the game.
Yeah. So this is 2013 at least.
But not since then.
Yeah, okay. So 5 years ago, you played Jungle Zed. That's roughly my experience with the champion as well.
Oh, they're about to get level 2.
Ooh, okay, they both actually missed double shuriken. Both players able to sidestep away. That is actually a large portion of the damage. Taste of blood triggers, bit of damage, bit of health back.
All right, MLXG gets the push. He's down in CS though.
Yeah, a lot.
So the jungler is able to shove the minion wave that you do after a gank, but the top laner is actually getting the last hits and getting more of the cash coming through.
Yep, that's good, okay. Yeah, if you land WE, the Shadow sort of self-AoE is a slow, so that actually almost guarantees that you land the Shuriken, so Licorice burning his Shadow to kite away from that. Grabs the first Relic, should have a...
Nice health advantage and energy advantage.
Yeah, they both electrocute though. That's important that you are able to answer back that Keystone. It's a really big deal for your trading combos.
All right, minions built up here though. It's gonna be kind of hard to trade into the wave, so Licorice just looking to clear out.
Ooh, that's big, nice play by... Oh wait, he went in to take an auto attack, but he took a turret shot for it.
Yeah, I think it's still fine. I think it was still a better trade there for MLXG.
Yeah.
Also has another relic to go for here. Sitting on only 17 CS though, as we said, Licorice is getting the last hits. But now,
look at kill, he's dead!
Oh, he's dead!
What a play! MLXG knew he had the damage.
Hey, MLXG does it. Flashes in with the ignite, gets the kill onto Licorice.
Okay. Well done. Yeah, the health bar is getting a little bit low with Ignite on Assassin. 400 HP is enough for an all-in, and he gets it. That was nice.
Doesn't focus on the minions, just pushes them as quickly as possible to get the level advantage and get the harassment opportunities.
That Q means he knows he has it. Flash E, not even the clone, just goes in. And yeah, Licorice knew he was dead, so he walks back for an auto. But that is nice play. That is nice play. Well done. MLXG will advance forward as well. I believe Rookie has won. So OS advanced 2, LPL advanced 2.
LJL advanced 1.
Yeah, they did. Sadly, NALCS only got to get the 1 here. Doublelift going forward, Licorice not. And so we'll see what comes in for the rest of it, though. I mean, we are going to see the top 16 at the end of today, and then the final day will go from top 8 throughout the finals. Uzi to defend his title.
As we whittle it further and further down, I wonder if we're going to get more and more Caitlyn Varys style matchups, or we're going to actually get people
the opt-ins,
more Zed mirrors and the like.
I'm going to go towards more opt-ins because I think as you pair down, you tend to see the favorites winning more often than not.
And they talk to each other more.
Yeah, and so Double Faker like, hey, let's play this together, right? Double and Uzi like, they'll have that conversation, whereas you don't have that when it's like doublets versus zeros.
Except for maybe Uzi is the exception there, because Uzi last time
Uzi's
when he won, he plays a marksman almost every time. He did play a couple mages.
Yeah. Either way, great player. So Licorice is headed to the State Farm Analyst Lounge to join Shox and Tierwolf to break down the 1v1s. Walking in right there. This is going to be exciting one to watch for.
Thank you very much, Freak, and welcome indeed to Tierwolf and Licorice. Unfortunately, both not advancing. I had hoped that...
The hug.
All right, if you haven't been watching since this morning, I trolled Dash a little bit, so he trolled me back. But it's all good. There's no bad blood between us. However, you know, you guys can now say who is your favorite host. No, you don't have to. I don't want to put you on the spot. I don't want to put you on the spot. Anyway, you guys unfortunately didn't advance in the 1v1s, but it was explosive. So maybe let's start with yours. You picked Tom Kench.
Yeah.
Tell me about that and why you went for it.
Well, I was told by some people, I'm not going to mention them, that Tom Kench was good in the 1v1s.
Yes.
It actually was. I think I would have kept my flash level 2. I could have actually killed him with the first ulti. But
there we go.
It didn't really work out. I tried. I missed all my Qs. I didn't really play well. But if I would have gotten that kill, it would have been epic. I think that the Fast and the Furious, Tom Kench is a fun player.
It did look cool, but when you missed a couple of tongue lashes, it wasn't. And there's the reaction, of course. What did you say? Because you can hear each other, right? So.
Oh, I don't know. I don't really remember what I said. But
were you swearing? Is that why?
No, we were laughing the whole time because I was like threatening him that I was going to eat him.
Yeah.
And he was like running away. So I don't know. It was pretty fun. We had more fun in like the voice comms and trying to actually kill LeBlanc.
Okay. What about yours then? Because that was a pretty intense matchup, Zed versus Zed with MLXG.
Yeah, we decided before the game we were going to play Zed versus Zed. I thought I had the edge going into the matchup, to be honest.
You're a top laner. Like, so,
he told me to go easy on him.
Yeah.
But then he just killed me.
What was your mistake in the end?
There was so many. There was just so many mistakes.
There were so many mistakes. He was really happy as well, advancing in that. There we go. How is it? Is it very stressful to play the 1v1s? I mean, you were on the world stage. You got incredibly far. How is this then?
How's this? I mean, it's just fun.
Yeah.
I'm just having a good time on stage. Like, we're just talking to each other in comms.
Yeah. Is it cool to talk to all these players that, you never get to be in this sort of a setting with these players? Usually you probably don't interact with them at all if you're at Worlds and you have to play against them possibly. So how is that?
I mean, for me, it's been great. Like, just like meeting everyone, finally actually getting the chance to talk to them as opposed to like, oh, I see you on TV. And
yeah,
like,
that's
they're like,
fun.
hey, I see you on TV too.
Yeah.
Like,
who's been your favorite person that you've interacted with?
favorite person that I've interacted with? It's obviously Shox.
Oh, great. Yay, you can stay. That's awesome. Tierwolf, you're, of course, coming to the LEC region. Recently announced that you will be a jungler, sub-jungler with Xerxes for Splice. Can you talk to us a bit about that? It's quite a shocker.
It's pretty shocking to me too, still. I'm really happy about it. I felt like that the best way for me to grow now would be to go to a major region and have the opportunity to
Second best region in the world.
Exactly. They got to the finals, and I'm really happy with the opportunity, and I'm really going to work hard to show why I'm there and why Splice and Peter trusted in me.
Yeah, that is awesome. I'll also be welcoming you on the desk pretty often. I'm very happy that you've chosen to join the LEC. But now, All-Star still going on. We still have the finals or the rest of the 1v1s going on later after the next portion, which is Nexus Blitz. And one person we're looking at, of course, is Doublelift. He did manage to beat BRTT finally. Now, there is a bit of controversy because, people were saying he should have picked Draven versus Draven. That would have been his ultimate redemption arc. But he was so happy. Like, what do you guys think about the fact that he picked Nico in the end to beat BRTT?
Well, I don't know. He's playing a new champion, which might be a difference. But I'm pretty sure they both have like the biggest fan base, and it was a really big war. It was a big pride battle, and I know you could see him like celebrating. He was pretty happy.
Yeah, I was so happy. I also won the 2v2s. Like, they're bringing it home for North America. Doublelift is stepping up.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the NA teams would have brought it home for North America, but since they won, they brought it home.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's take a look at the bracket for the 1v1 as said after Nexus Blitz, which is up next. We will have another couple of matchups. Uzi, Diamond Prox, Peanut versus Evie is coming up. And then Rookie versus Seiya, Bang versus Triple. There looks to be some that could be lopsided, but you never know what's going to happen. Caps is still in there, MLXG Maple, and I believe we also have Double Lift Den versus Pablo and Faker Jizuke. Of course, I'm very excited for that one. I want to hear those voice comms. I know that Faker does understand and speak a decent amount of English. He definitely will in these modes, since Jizuke will probably be laughing the whole time. But who will win that one, you think?
Faker Jizuke?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it'll go down to whoever picks the best pick. I think they're both
So you mean they're
troll.
equal in skill?
No, I don't know. I just think they're both going to troll. I have that feeling. I mean,
Yeah.
it's Jizuke and Faker. But we'll just have to see who comes out on
And
top.
who's going to win the whole 1v1 tournament?
Oh,
Ooh.
that's hard.
Well, I think MLXG looked really strong, so I think you can take the whole thing home.
Because then you're like, oh, you know, I lost to him and he's going to win. Okay, we'll see. Well, enjoy the rest of your time and the rest of the modes you'll be playing. We're going to step away for just a minute, but when we return, Dash, the best host ever, Tyler1 and Jat will bring you another Nexus Blitz show match. Don't go anywhere.
Pop Blossom will hit afterwards. He does not get